Hi, I'm Dan, and I just I want to respond to the recent xenophobic attacks in in South Africa, which happened this month, February 2017. I'm I'm really shocked that it happened. I thought xenophobia was something that would be a thing of the past after the last attack before this one. I've been to South Africa 4 different times. It's a beautiful place. It's a wonderful country. It's a place that is really close to my heart. I've met a lot of wonderful South African people, really nice people, and made friends with a few of them. And the friendship still on. Kind-hearted people. So it's a bit surprising to now hear that you have South Africans who are getting upset because they have immigrants on their soil and will go as far as harming, maiming, sometimes killing people, destroying properties of these immigrants. Because it's something that's hard to really, how would I say, accept, embrace, because it's a reality that's so different from the reality that you know. Well, I know there is crime in South Africa and all that, but there's crime everywhere. But each time I go to South Africa, I feel at home in South Africa. I've met wonderful South Africans. So it's strange when you hear of South Africans doing this. You begin to wonder, who are these people? Because I don't meet them when I go to South Africa. It's painful to the rest of Africa, especially to Nigerians. Because it seems to me that a lot of you South Africans out there, I mean, I'm talking about the xenophobic South Africans, because I don't think every South African is xenophobic. I don't think you really know much about your history. Because if you did, you would know about the contributions that so many of us Africans made to your freedom from apartheid. It's strange. We sacrificed so much. We Nigerians even lost a leader in the process. I mean, in my secondary school days, I remembered we had people from South Africa, Southern Africa in general, in Nigeria. They were like refugees. We took care of them. They went to school with us and everything. We gave a lot of our resources to South Africa during the apartheid struggle. And it's so strange that the same people are now lashing it back at other Africans, including Nigerians. It's strange. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, it hurts. It really, really hurts. And in case you don't know, I'll give you a typical example. South Africa makes a lot of money from Nigeria. You've got ShopRite here, you've got DSTV, you've got MTN. A lot of the apples sold in Nigeria are from South Africa. A lot of the wines sold in Nigeria are from South Africa. South Africa makes so much. We contribute so much to your economy. And you guys just don't seem to appreciate that. You lash back. You know what I really feel sorry for the other South Africans in South Africa who are not part of this. Because you all get a bad reputation because of the few people who are doing this. In the same way that just a few scammers in Nigeria give the whole of Nigeria a bad image. Just a few xenophobic South Africans give the whole of South Africa a bad image. And that's not good for your economy. That's not good for you, because you need other African nations to thrive. You need to do business with other nations to be able to thrive. And so if you ruin the relationships that you have with other African nations, who's going to support you when you're in trouble? Who's going to buy your products to support your economy? Don't you guys get it? It's really, really sad. Yes, it's true that we might have a few miscreants in the society, a few ruffians out there who are doing illegal stuff and everything. But the question to ask is, how did they get to South Africa in the first place? How did they get past your immigration? How do they get past your police? That's the question you should be asking. And it's not your job to do the policing. If you have complaints, if you have anything against immigrants who may be causing a lot of problems, go to the police, go to the government, hold your police accountable, hold your government accountable. Don't take the laws into your hands and maim and do all kinds of terrible things. Do you have any idea how much money your country makes from tourism? And this is just going to push people away because they won't feel safe. Other Africans won't feel safe visiting South Africa. So you're going to lose money. This is really crazy. This is really crazy. It's really sad. It saddens me. It breaks my heart that another African would do this. So one African would do this to another African. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. I love South Africa so much, and I love South African people. I love your society. I love Nando's. I'd rather go to South Africa than go to some other nation if I had to choose. But you guys are scaring me. I was in South Africa last year. I would love to visit South Africa again. But I don't want to come to South Africa and feel paranoid and have to look over my shoulder every 5 minutes. That's not right. It isn't right. I believe you can solve your problems, but to you xenophobic South Africans, you're going to hurt your economy more than you imagine. If you do this, you're going to cripple your economy, and the jobs that you're fighting for, you won't be able to get. So what's the use? Really think about it. And if this continues, only God knows how other African nations might respond. You might set off a series of violent events that won't help anyone. I think you guys should really sit down and think about this. This isn't right. This isn't healthy. Violence is not the way out. Crime is not the way out. Taking the laws into your hands is not the way out. I hope I've made sense. I hope I've made sense, and I hope some of you are listening and will have second thoughts about pursuing this line of action next time. God bless Nigeria, God bless Malawi, God bless Ghana, God bless Mozambique, God bless South Africa. God bless all of us.